We are at Bleeker Lake again. Is this on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we are at Bleeker Lake again. This is probably one of our favorite spots. We're at a different area of the lake this time because we got some other families camping on the other side of the lake there. But this is just as good of a spot. It's nice and clear, lots of trees around, great for filming. But it's close to the lake. It's just a little kind of, 500-meter walk down to the lake or so. And yeah, it's great. It's a really good spot. It's a little mucky right now. Spring's just kind of hit and it's just warming up, so there's a little bit of snow kind of off in the trees and stuff, but it's been getting pretty warm, and we've got some rain here in the last couple days, so it's pretty mucky, but the road in is not too terrible, so we're still able to make it in our cars, and hopefully we'll be getting some trucks so we can get into some way cooler spots to show you another time. But super pumped to be here. Going to be doing a ton of cooking. We got some friends coming out as well. We bribed them with some food and just said, hey, you guys want to come out and just eat all day and have a fire and just have a good old time, you're more than welcome. And hopefully a bunch of people show up and we just have a great day camping and cooking.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, folks, so now that we figured out how to pick a spot, how to set up your tent or other shelters, whatever else you've got going on, how to get some firewood and firewood safety around that's really worked up an appetite for me, at least. I am starving, so we're going to get cooking here. We've got a little bit set up. We've got a little bit of cleaning to do, so we're going to get into that, show you how it's all done, and we're going to make some great food. Hey guys, Bouvette here. Got a little excited there. We're camping again. Camping now, folks. So here we are. We're getting all set up. We got our table set up the stove a little bit, but we do have to do a little bit more. Just kind of put the grill on. We got to clean up the grill plate actually as well. It's a little bit rusted, so we're gonna get to show you that. That's super exciting. We're gonna get the barbecue piece on. We're gonna hook it up. Just got set up. We're gonna cook a little bit of dinner tonight. Just kind of get rested. It's gonna be a big day tomorrow. We're doing so much cooking. So excited to show you all that. All right, folks, so we've got the grill all set up here. Super excited to use it. It's my first time using it. We borrowed it from my mom's boyfriend, Tom. Thanks, Tom. You're great. One thing we did notice here is the grill plate, a little bit rusted on either side here. So we're going to clean it up before we use it. That way we can make some good meals and get some dinner going, get settled for the night. So we're going to get this lit now. What you want to do is make sure your propane's on. Get some gas flowing. Keep it low so you don't burn your face off. Woo! Almost like that. And just kind of keep her low. If you got some long matches, those go really well as well. They will work wonders. Get the plate on and good to get cooking here. We're going to throw some oil on it, get it all nice and seasoned up before we get started. But so once this is getting good and hot, we will get some food on here. Okay, folks, so now that we've got this going, getting a little hot, we're going to get some oil on here, get this all cleaned up. Oil is going to help this cast iron continue to be a non-stick. You pretty much just lather them on with a piece of paper towel. Turn this down. Just gonna kind of. You never want to put soap on a cast iron pan. It will make everything you cook on that pan taste like soap forever. And if it's not your cast iron pan and you're just borrowing it, Tom will be very mad. All right, folks, so just got up, getting a little hungry, got a bit of a fire going now. Time to get some food going. Lots of different options, but we're gonna go with one of my favorites. We're just gonna cook up some potatoes, bacon, we're gonna have some onions in there, pepper, eggs, just gonna make kind of a potato omelet kind of thing. It's just a great, easy thing to do. You kind of throw everything together, throw it all down, cook it all up, and away you go. All right, folks, so first thing we're gonna start with is gonna be some bacon. Now this is gonna be essential for breakfast, because if you forget butter or cooking oil or anything like that, you can always use the grease from the bacon, which I seem to forget butter all of the time. So that's what we're going to start with. While that's cooking, we're going to start on the potatoes, get those all chopped up, get that ready. Same with the onions and the pepper and stuff like that. We're going to kind of just start chopping stuff up, getting it all prepped while the bacon's going. We'll wrap that in some tin foil. We're going to save a little bit of it for later for dinner. We're going to have some bacon bits for some baked potatoes later. That's going to be really great. So let's get started on the bacon. Let's get this fire or grill going, and we'll go from there. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. So, just noticed all my grease is going all in one direction here, right into the one corner where I don't want it going. So I'm just going to try and level out the grill a little bit more and make sure that all the grease isn't coming this way where all the flames are going to be. So what we've done here is laid some paper towel down on a plate. It's just going to help soak up a little bit of that bacon grease, just so everything that's dripping off of there isn't just going to soak into the plate and ruin our paper plates. Threw some tin foil on top. That's just going to help keep it warm while we're cooking the rest of the stuff and getting ready to finish our meal. So while this bacon's finishing up, we're going to start chopping some potatoes, onions, a little bit of pepper as well. Get all this ready to go on the grill. Now I'm going to chop these up pretty fine so they cook nice and fast. So you want to make sure that your knife is very sharp. There's nothing more dangerous than a dull knife, because you don't want it to slip unexpectedly or cut through something that you weren't expecting it to cut through. You want your knife to always be consistent and cutting through everything you need it to cut through all at the same time here. So this is where we're going to get a little emotional. I've had a lot of camping in my life, and just gets me really going. It's definitely not the onion. No, it's going to add a lot of flavor, but it's going to make you cry. Thinking about good memories, all the good times you've had camping, hanging out, sitting by a fire with your friends. I just have figured out a way to kind of finally chop up some onions, and I didn't peel it enough. Wow. Make sure you peel your onion all the way before you start cutting, because the peel is not very delicious. Dude, just kind of chop this up. Get some onion in here as well. A couple of bigger chunks in here. Give you a little bit of a crunch when you're eating. So you want to make sure you get all of this kind of don't know if it's called a rind or whatever it's called, but you want to make sure you get all of this out of here. It just doesn't taste very good. Make sure you get all the seeds out. This is just a sweet pepper, so it's not very spicy, but it does add some good flavor to it. I'm only going to probably throw in about half of it here. I'm definitely not a professional chef, if you haven't noticed by now. As long as everyone gets fed, nobody really cares what it looks like when you're cooking. I like to slice it up into little slices here first, and then kind of go through and chop her up into little bits. That's going to add some nice color to this as well. Alright, so what we're going to do is just going to throw in a little bit of garlic powder as well. And just a touch of some cayenne pepper for a little bit of heat. Really kind of kickstart our morning. Just get a little bit of some garlic butter in here. Just kind of add to the flavor, kind of get a good base going, help get up some of that bacon crunchies that are stuck to the grill here. Spread this around a little bit. And we're going to also kind of pull in a little bit of that bacon grease. This is going to be a tasty, tasty breakfast. Alright, so just going to basically throw all this on here. Ooh, listen to the sizzle. Mix it all around, get some good coverage going.
Oh boy.
Oh man, does this ever smell good. We're just going to throw some pepper in here. Nice and peppery. And a bit of salt as well. Whew. Man, this is smelling good. This all mixed up again in here. Onions are starting to caramelize a little bit. Getting those all cooked up. Potatoes are starting to get softer. This is getting there, that's for sure. The other thing about being a chef, making all the meals, is you have to make sure you test everything that you've cooked. Because when you're cooking, when you're making food like this, man, you get hungry fast. Being able to snack while you eat is probably the best part. Alright, so we're going to add a little block of butter right in the middle here. Kind of made a little bit of a ring with all the potatoes and stuff. That's just going to help all the eggs kind of sit exactly where we want them to. Just going to melt this down, move it around. Good base for all the eggs to go. And then we're going to be almost done. We are excited. Alright, here comes the eggs. Quite the egg volcano. Well, like I said, our grill is on a little bit of an angle, so we're going to be playing on the back foot here. Making sure we keep all this somewhat in the center without losing too much into the bacon grease down at the bottom here. That's just going to be some extra flavor, I think. Honestly, probably too many eggs for just me and Brody. All right. Dish this all up.
I don't know if it's Papa's favorite part, but it's definitely my favorite part, is getting to eat it. Let's dig in.
Slaving over this, drooling into it.
Oh,
Cannot wait.
oh yeah, look at this.
Oh,
I like to scoop mine up, make a little breakfast sandwich. Oh yeah.
all right, so for lunch, we don't usually do too much. We're usually really busy kind of gathering firewood for the night, kind of making sure the camp's all set. So usually what we'll do is we'll grab a veggie tray. We got some pepperoni, got some cheese, just kind of some stuff to snack on throughout the day. That way we can kind of keep our energies up as we're doing stuff. We don't usually have a whole lot of time to spend a whole bunch of time cooking and making another big meal. That way we can save the nice big meal for supper. So made up some lunch. We got to clean up our mess. We just want to make sure that we're putting our garbage somewhere a little bit away from camp if we can. We are sharing this environment with, you know, other critters, other predators, stuff like that. So we just want to make sure we're conscious of that and making sure that if there is going to be animals coming in, they're not going to be coming too close to camp or anything like that, because it is really their environment and we're just here to share it with them. So you guys see something?
No berries for Barry today. I ain't fishing in no creek. I smell bacon. Oh yeah, where is it? Oh yeah, we're getting close. Oh, we're getting close. Oh, you think you can keep Barry away? You think you can keep Barry away? I'm gonna find you. Oh, I can smell that miles away. Oh, oh, oh. Hey folks. Oh, Barry Brown. Brown bear. Oh, sorry, I'm a little out of breath. The boys all left in cars from the last campsite. I had to run all the way back. A little tired, but I smell something in the air. It smells pretty good, so I think I might call some of my bear friends over and see if we can find some good eats. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! What do we got? Oh. There's got to be some. We got a calamity on our hands, folks. This is why you don't leave food out around your fire. The bear might kind of. What else we got? Well, folks, with the exception of this one hot dog, I have to say, Papa and Calamity friends have done pretty good keeping this a clean campsite. Now that being said, we're going to go over some rules if you ever do encounter a bear at your campsite.
Oh my God, folks, looks like we got a bear in our camp. Luckily I didn't find much because we were Papa prepared. Now, I'm a little bit busy cooking, so I'm going to bring in my friend Forgetful Frank to help teach us a little bit about bear safety, safety around animals with food as well. Come on in, Frank.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Are you excited to start teaching today?
Teaching what?
Bear safety.
Bear.
Yeah, like the brown ones, and crawl around on all fours, run through the camp.
Oh, I know all about that safety. You betcha.
Perfect. Can't wait to hear it.
Hey there. I'm Forgetful Frank, and I'm here to talk to you about bear safety. That's right. I remembered. So I'm here at Papa Bouvette's camp, and we've been told that they've had a bear in the camp. Ah! So the first thing you do if there's a bear, you want to make yourself big. Make yourself real big, make some noise. Ah! Get him out of there, he's gone. Now, that might not always work. So you do need a secondary option. Second option,
Go on, no.
make some more noise. Find some pots and pans, anything to make some
do
noise
it.
and get that sucker right out of there. Now, that might not always work. And in that case, you always want an emergency backup plan. And this is what you'd like. Nice can of bear mace. Now, before you use this, make sure the safety's off and you're always upwind so you don't hit yourself with the spray.
I thought we were friends.
Right for the eyes. That should take care of your problem in the best case scenario, but it always pays off to be a little bit more prepared.
All right, folks, so now that we've shown you what to do with food safety, we're going to show you what could potentially happen if you're not very food safe. Okay folks, so we're starting to prep for dinner. We got a big meal. We've got some corn, we've got some potatoes. We're gonna throw some potatoes wrapped in tin foil on the fire and the coals, cook those up. It's gonna take a little while, so we're gonna start prepping now. That way we're all ready to eat when we're all super hungry. Okay, so we're gonna start with the potatoes here. I'm just gonna poke some holes in it with my knife. Make sure everything kind of gets inside there. Make sure all the flavors get real deep in the potato. A little bit of oil on it. Salt. Bunch of pepper. Rub it all in. Make sure it's all over the potatoes. And then I'm going to have my assistant wrap this for me. MJ, you got to wrap these for me. There, just put them over there. All right, so one of my favorite ways, one of the easiest ways to really cook corn is, I've had these kind of soaking in the cooler basically. Get them a little bit wet, make sure they're damp, and you pretty much just lift up your barbecue. You throw them straight on, husk and all. Let them cook up like that. Ooh, it's gonna be a tight fit, but we'll make it happen.
Now, if you didn't have a barbecue, how would you cook your corn on a fire?
Oh, you could pretty much just throw them right into the coals with the husks, because the husk is gonna keep it protected. Or you could wrap them in tin foil as well. You could boil them if you've got a little stove or something like that. That's the other way to do it. I think this is probably one of my favorite ways to do it though. So we're gonna let that cook up. We're gonna start prepping the rest of the stuff here. Having some burgers tonight. We've got some baked potatoes we're gonna throw on the fire and the coals, and we're just gonna have a super good meal. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull a bunch of these coals away from the center of the fire there, so that way we don't have just direct flame on the potatoes, otherwise they're just gonna burn. So we're just gonna start pulling some of these coals over here. So coals are pretty much just these really hot ember things that are left over in the fire from all the wood burning. If you didn't know that, you're probably not really camping. All right, so we just got some classic frozen burgers. It's nice to cook them, pretty much right away because they are not quite frozen anymore. It's usually only gonna last about a day in a cooler. So it's nice to, when you just grab those for one day out, get those cooked up. They're nice and delicious. All right, so you can't just, cook these. If you get a little barbecue or something, or cook them on a frying pan over a little stove, whatever. You can throw some cast iron over the fire. That works great too. But I wanted to bring out the big guns and get this rolling for this weekend. All right, so we've got some corn, we've got our baked potatoes, we've got our other little mini potatoes, still have our veggies and stuff nobody ate earlier, so we got that. We've got some onions that are just about done. We've got our burgers going. I'm gonna get some buns on there as well once we get one or two of these off. And we're just about ready to eat. So I'm gonna unwrap these baked potatoes, see who wants one. See what we got going. These are really hot. Just came out of the fire. But that's how you know they're cooked. folks. Thanks for coming by. We hope you guys learned some food safety, kind of what to do, what not to do. Showing you guys some of my favorite meals to cook while I'm out camping. We're pretty much done for the night. We are just stuffed. We've eaten so much food today. We're ready to relax. We're going to get the camera out of here. We're just going to sit back by the fire and enjoy the rest of the night. We'll see you guys next time. Stay camping.